You can hear the sound of the wind and the sound of the cricket, and you can hear the sound of the jackals howling in the distance. And it is all very scary and mysterious and exciting and fun also. And it is really wonderful in the winter times. And we had gone.
And welcome back to Brunch with Books. And today episode is little different and a lot more fun. We are diving into the question, what really happens when BWB sleeps? From funny behind the scene moments to little quirks we never share. This one is all about laughter, surprises, and magic that happens when we drift off. So get comfy and it's story time with a twist. Over to you, Dr. Geeta.
Hi everyone. I'm really excited to be part of today's When BWB Sleeps fun session. So, as an author, I often narrate stories from my imagination. But today, I would like to deviate and share with you a personal, real moment from my life. So it was one of those experiences that started as an ordinary family visit to an estate house in Cook. But then it turned into something unforgettable. And I promise it's a story you will never forget. So this is what happened. So my husband and I, we had a sleepover visit to my husband's cousin's house in Kurg, Madikeri in Kurg. So it is an estate house perched atop a hill and surrounded with coffee bushes all over, coffee shrubs. And there are, tall silver oak trees with pepper vines climbing high above to it. And then it is the night time, it is the most beautiful because you can see the sky, inky black sky, scattered with, stars like diamonds all over it. And you can hear the sound of the wind and the sound of the cricket, and you can hear the sound of the jackals howling in the distance. And it is all very scary and mysterious and exciting and fun also. And it is really wonderful in the winter times. And we had gone in the winter time only, because after a nice dinner you can just settle down for warm sleep under the warm blanket and with in a warm in a cozy comfy bed. So I had settled myself down for a nice sleep now. So after the dinner was over, and like I'm a person who go off into deep sleep. I knock myself off into sleep until morning. And if somebody wants to wake me up, only they have to shake me up. So that night, as I, settled myself into sleep, something, it was not very comfortable. The bed was very soft, of course, but I felt like, it was not really settled down and all that. And I thought it is because it is a new bed and, new experience. And I settled myself down for sleep. In the night, I woke up again and I felt that the bed was moving like, it was like a water bed or something like that. And anyways, I went to sleep. In the morning, the cousin's wife asked me, "Did you have a nice sleep? Did you sleep well in the night?" And I joked with her. I said, I had an experience like on a water bed only. It was an amazing experience floating on the water bed. So the cousin was reading the newspaper. He looked at me. He glanced at me he lowered the newspaper and glanced at me over the top of the newspaper, and some expression passed over his face. Then abruptly he got up and he moved briskly towards the cabinet where the double barrel gun was kept, and he snatched up that gun. I was so scared. My God, what is happening? Something I said triggered, some kind of fight is going to happen now. And, the brothers are going to fight. Am I responsible? What did I do? I looked at my husband. He looked at me as if to say, "You are always a blabber mouth. You always put your foot into your mouth. I don't know what you have said." And we both rushed after him. And he was calling out to his writer, and he's a hefty fellow. He also arrived, and then they were moving towards the bedroom. I wanted to say, "Stop, the bed is not made," and all that, but they were already inside the room. They went near the window, opened the windows, pushed the curtains aside, and they both positioned themselves near the foot of the bed. And some kind of a signal passed through them, through their eyes. And suddenly the writer flung up the mattress, and the cousin pulled the trigger. There was a loud, deafening sound of the bullet shot in the room. And I looked at the foot of the bed. There was a black cobra that was coiled, ready to spring up, and it was all splattered with blood. I couldn't just look at the cobra; it was dead. But I was also shaking, like my legs had turned into rubber, thinking of the near death escape. Like I had almost escaped death. It was so close. I was just clinging on to the latch of the door, keeping myself steady. And this is an experience I will never forget. So, what did I learn from this little adventure? Firstly, that surprises arrive at the most unexpected times and sometimes underneath your own mattress. Secondly, laughing away. Your fear is the only way you can, face the unexpected situations. And finally, the most ordinary family gatherings often give out the most extraordinary stories. I hope this slice of my life left you smiling and maybe reminded you of your own quirky family story. But don't you agree that sometimes life itself is the best storyteller? What do you think, Siddharth? Can you share your
W-
story, please?
Yeah, I mean, uh, I'm just not only scared, I'm feeling like goosebumps under me. That waterbed was nothing but that large cobra going around you. Oh my God. Okay, so we are talking about what happens when BWB sleeps. I have very vivid dreams, and I sleep very well. I dream very well every day. And my dreams are like a Netflix series on OTT. And where I stop, I watch that from the same part on the next day's dream. So it's like I watched it till one part and then it ends, it gets paused. When I pick up the next night, it's like the resume button. But it is interesting. So, but I remember one of the incidents from my dream, which was very exciting, I would say, because and amazingly connected to what I was thinking, and where we were stuck with decision, and how somebody helped me. So we were last year, same time this year, this time only, we were in the Kashmir book fair, and we were roaming around Kashmir also after the book fair was done, and we planned to buy a carpet because Kashmir is known for carpets and other things as well. But we were searching for carpet, and then we found a very beautiful place where they were selling carpet, and we brought this carpet called Jannat Ki Khidki. Jannati Khidki is like windows from heaven, and it was such a beautiful one. You look at from one angle, it looks beautiful in a different way. When you look it from a different angle, it like looks very different. So it's like multiple angles gives multiple views of that carpet, and it's so beautiful. We were thinking where to keep it. We wanted to buy it, and we bought it, but then we didn't know where to keep it. So we came back, we were back to home, and we were still thinking about where to keep that carpet. And the next night when I slept, my dream didn't had a Netflix series going on, but this part going on, that where to keep the blanket. And surprisingly, my mom comes. She is not there anymore, but she comes in my dreams, and she says that exact place. You have been searching all the places, but you didn't look at this. And she tells me that you should keep this your beautiful carpet. You should keep it here. And she actually walks till that place and shows me this is how you should keep it. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm like amazed. What happened? I told my sister that mom came and she told us that where should we keep the carpet, and she is also astonished. She said, "Oh wow, actually yes, that makes so much sense." And we kept the carpet there, and it looks so beautiful, and it's amazing to get that kind of a vision in a dream. So I love those dreams, whether it's Netflix series or my mom telling me something or some experience happening. So that is how my dreams go on. And over to Shitapa to talk about your story. What happens when
Yeah,
BWB sleeps?
I am still lost in your uh, story of where the carpet should be kept is coming from your mom, who is no more, and guiding still is definitely very divine. And yes, I have a very funny experience, I will say. I have 3D feelings when I sleep. So saying so, I will say that I sleep usually a deep sleep, but when at times I get dreams, it's like I almost feel it. as if I am there. So yes, one big fall maybe from as if I've suddenly fallen somewhere. Actually my body will drop, I will feel that, and uh, I will be like, I just slipped off from the bed. And when I wake up full scared, I will see, oh, I'm still on the bed. I just survived a big fall from my bed. And and that feeling is so real that I do not even feel that I was dreaming. And at times I will go somewhere in my dream, and I don't know what that place is. It is full, like a tunnel, and then a kind of a light is coming, and I'm just walking towards that direction. So I don't know that place, but I go to that place, and it's very peaceful, very beautiful, full of golden peaceful light all over me, and I just walk that lane. So that's the place I go. These are few moments to share, and there are quite interesting things which has happened when I was in school. I used to solve maths in my brain until the exam time. I used to solve all the I used to revise the entire syllabus in my mind, in my sleep, as if I'm giving the paper that time. And then when I wake up morning tired, solving so much of maths when the exam is next day. So over to you, Sujata, for more such funny moments from your dreams.
It was such fun to listen to all of you talking about your dreams. Yes, we all have our quirky relationships with dreams and sleep. Now, let me start with a confession. Unlike many people, I actually sleep quite soundly. I mean, really soundly. I think just now Geeta also narrated that incident. It started goosebumps all over. But yes, she was sleeping soundly, thinking she's on a waterbed. So, that's kind of sleep even I used to have. And no getting up, no tossing, no turning till the alarm goes. And like a book, these dreams, they open so many things. But for some mysterious reason, I often dream of tigers. Not just any tigers, flaming mother tigers with their cute little cubs. It sounds warm and fuzzy, but then the scene changes, and suddenly they are chasing me, and there I am running here and there, like I'm in some wildlife thriller. And then I realized it all started after a visit to the Corbett National Park. We had a tense encounter with a tiger. Only later did we learn that it was actually a man-eater. So trust me, after that, my dreams were never the same. For weeks, I thought maybe this is some kind of warning to me that one day I'll have a fatal encounter with a tiger. But then sometimes it gets stranger. Like once, like Siddharth has narrated that story, similar dream I had that my mother, she is no more, but she's driving a car. She actually did know to drive. She's never driven, but she was telling me something really important, something which I'd been neglecting for so long. And you won't believe it. It was so vivid. I actually woke up, realized, remember that she's nudging me. Why aren't you taking action? And then I acted on it immediately. And so, yes, my dreams, they are ranging from National Geographic to family dramas. But most nights I just sleep. And sometimes I wonder that maybe my brain has worked hard enough for the day and just says lights out and rest. So that's my behind the scenes moments. Now, Jasbir, over to you. Let's listen to what you have to share.
So I think all these dreams are so interesting. I'm sure each of our viewers also have similar incidents. I'd like to just share that our dreams are nothing but our subconscious mind. So, like Dr. Geeta was saying that she couldn't figure out there was actually a cobra just below her, which means she was so relaxed and she was in such a slumber. She didn't know what was happening. So it may be a subconscious habit that she's very calm, and she doesn't take too much of stress. So then she deals with those problems when she has to face them, which is great. And Siddharth's dream, I believe, says that he's so spiritually connected to his mother, that even after she's no more physically here, her soul still, for small things, guides him. And similarly, even for Sujata, I mean, I think the tiger running after her is nothing but her fears and insecurities that must be, uh, coming up in her mind. That's what I feel. So coming to my story, this is a dream I had when I was just in the fourth standard, 10-year-old girl, and it has been so vivid and clear that I can still remember. And I was really, obsessed with having a small piano at home, and getting a real piano home was not an easy task then. And I was too young for a piano, so I thought that I'll get a toy piano, and I clearly knew what I wanted, a blue color piano, which would be like the size of a laptop, and which and those times would not have been available easily in India. Obviously, I stay in Mumbai, so it was not such a big task. A good toy store would be able to manage that. So I had a very vivid dream that I will get a piano, and it will be there lying in our prayer room where we keep our Guru Granth Sahib, because I'm a Sikh. And a week later, my Dadaji came down. He was staying in Nagpur, and I had gone to school. So when I came back, and I had shared about this dream with my dad, so maybe he mentioned it to my Dadaji. I'm not aware of it, but my Dadaji came and he bought this exact same blue color piano, and he kept it in next to the Guru Granth Sahib in our prayer room. And when I came back from school, he said, "There's a little surprise for you. Why don't you go have a look?" And when I think of that moment, when I opened the door and I saw the piano there, the the kind of surprise, happiness, joy, and the feeling that God actually believes what you want, he if you have faith in God, and I remember I had prayed to God the next day that please make this dream of mine come true, and it seemed like a miracle. And till date, my belief is, and I that thought that came at that point in time was, how does Guruji know what I want? Wow, he knows what I want and he actually gave it to me. And I believed in the thought that he knows, and he gave it to me and he blessed me with it. And that emotion is so rare, and it's such a beautiful feeling that when I think of it today also, my entire body gets goosebumps, and I feel so blessed. So I think we all have blessings in life, and it's just that we need to recognize them and appreciate them, and they keep happening. So I think miracles do happen, and for me that day that was a miracle, though it may have been obviously my father telling my grandfather, but as a child, that belief, that is extraordinary. So yeah, dreams do come true, so keep dreaming and making them true. So I now hand it over to Shritapa to end today's conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasbir, for another, miracle story just after Siddharth. That was super and so inspiring. That yes, God is listening to us. And with that, it's today's dreamy episode comes to an end for BWB. And from falling out of bed to seeing the carpet where to be placed, running and chasing cubs with Sudhataji, and then Jasbir had an amazing story of getting a gift of piano which she dreams, and never to forget the scary, the king cobra story from Gita. So with this, I see that we have seen how dreams can feel more real than reality. Maybe there's just the stories from our subconscious, or maybe little reminders that imagination never stops. So, tonight, when you close your eyes and do pay attention to what adventure your dreams take to you, and until next time, keep dreaming, keep smiling, and keep being part of BWB. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. With this, bye bye, Tata, sweet dreams, everyone.